the Flying Tomato. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be learning more about the life and career of Shaun White. Shaun Roger White was born September 3, 1986 in San Diego, California. As a child, he underwent 2 heart surgeries to correct a defect that caused unoxygenated blood to pump through his veins. After overcoming that obstacle, White threw himself into sports like surfing and skateboarding. Come wintertime, he and his siblings were skiing in the mountains. When White was 6, his mother decided snowboarding was less dangerous than skiing. She also insisted he ride backwards so he'd be slower. But as it turned out, practicing switch this early helped him become more proficient later. White was a natural, but even so, he did suffer broken bones and a fractured skull. By age 7, White had his first sponsor and was flying feet above his competition. What gave him his edge was his win-at-all-cost nature and ability to make the sport look effortless when the pressure was on. Vert skateboarding legend Tony Hawk noticed this young phenom when he was 9 and touted him as one of snowboarding's top prospects. Soon, White took his snowboard skills pro around the time it became an Olympic sport. He started skateboarding professionally at 17 with help from his mentor Hawk, and excelled thanks to his practice on the slopes. Back in the snow, White competed with athletes much older than himself and took part in his first X Games in 2000.
I'd win snowboard contests and I couldn't get the award because it was at a bar. I'd be outside like, hey, you had to be 21 to get in, so I'm sitting outside like, I won, sweet.
He then started prepping for his first Olympic showing. However, the buzz around him was not enough to carry him to Salt Lake City, and White failed to qualify for the 2002 U.S. Olympic team by 0.3 of a point. That defeat galvanized his resolve, and in 2003, he was named the X Games Best Athlete thanks to his impressive performances in the Slopestyle and Superpipe events. White also became the first person to participate in both the summer and the winter X Games that year, which cemented his status as an extreme sports star and a crossover success. But White was forced to slow down after sustaining a knee injury in 2004. Once he healed, he steered his focus towards snowboarding and took cues from the rest of the community by training rigorously year-round. White was ready for the 2006 Torino Winter Olympics after chalking up another Winter X Games gold. He squeaked through to the finals in the halfpipe event and used his last run to prove he was the true master of the 1080. This impressive sequence won him his first gold medal and made him the face of the U.S. Olympic team. Back home, White was a star. He traveled the talk show circuit, appeared on magazines, and landed multiple endorsement deals. Pretty soon, a new generation of riders began competing against him, many of whom counted White as their inspiration. But he didn't slow down. In 2008, he won his 3rd U.S. Open Snowboarding Championships halfpipe and slopestyle titles, among other accolades. White soon started training for his next Olympics on the 22-foot halfpipe sponsor Red Bull built for him, and it was there he conquered the insane back-to-back double cork.
I can't describe it. It's unreal.
When the 2010 Vancouver Olympics rolled around, he was ready. In the finals, he landed a double McTwist 1260 for a score of 48.4 out of 50 to become the first man to win consecutive golds in the halfpipe. To prove he was still in top form, in 2012, he earned a perfect score in the X Games Men's Superpipe for his 5th consecutive win in that event.
A perfect 100, the first time ever.
Fans of White know his oddball personality, which shows up on the slopes and in interviews.
Shoots always start off great until you realize that there's only 8 hairstylists, and I specifically said 10 hairstylists, so work like this.
He helped transform snowboarding from a fringe sport sponsors feared to a wildly popular Olympic event. With his shocking red hair, quirky qualities, and millions of dollars in endorsement deals, there's no doubt Shaun White will remain king of the slopes and extreme sports for years. For more bios of your favorite athletes, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.